Welcome to Appalled, where I discuss and review anything in pop culture, reality TV, and music. Today, we are going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Now, love the set. I love the theme. I love some of the reads. And it was an entertaining hour. It was mainly boring, but I'm not going to review everything. I'm just going to get into the interesting parts, kind of jump to the point. So I'm going to start off with the seating, right? Because I don't believe Karen should have had first seat. I don't believe Giselle should have had first seat. I think the first two chairs should have went to Candiace and Robin. Those are the two that I felt like have kind of carried the season. And Wendy should have been right next to Robin. Or Candiace. But those three are the ones that should have... Actually, no. Mia, too. I feel like it should have been Candiace and Robin for the first two seats. Or the first two chairs next to Andy. Followed by Mia and Wendy. And then everyone else could have been however. Because those are the four that brought it this season. Regardless of anything, they made this season enjoyable in terms of entertainment. Now, with that being said, Candiace was given first seat energy throughout the entire episode. Like, I kind of forgot that Karen was there. Karen didn't give nothing but facial expressions and laughs. I think she might have said one sentence, and I think it was to Mia. But besides that, Karen has nothing to say. Karen didn't need to be in that front seat. And I guess they're thinking, oh, well, when Charisse comes out, Karen's going to pop off. Okay, cool. If she even gives that to her, because Karen has made it plain and clear that she does not want to give Charisse any airtime, any playtime, not a thing. So, well, we'll see if Karen is deserving of this chair. Giselle, I mean, already she has just been making herself look bad, because now she's trying to renege. Because I believe what Candiace said, or maybe she didn't say this, but I think Giselle thought this whole storyline was going to go one way, and it did a complete 180, and now she's trying to like backpedal and all that just to like kind of clean the slate. It's like, no, you wanted to make Chris Bassett a storyline and then drag him and just defame him and have everyone on board with it, because everybody was. Robin was on board, Ashley was on board, Wendy was on board, and look, you even had Ashley's friend who was on board. So I had about 5 people who was on board into taking this man down. And once the tables was turned, now you want to try to like smooth everything over to be all chill and cool for next season. It's like, at this point, no. We see your antics, we the viewers and the cast members see your antics. We saw what you tried to do and it didn't work. And now you're going to sit here with this little confused face looking like Jigglypuff, trying to just... I don't know how she's going to wiggle her way out of this one, but it'll be good just watching Giselle get eat up. Now let's talk about Ashley. Ashley, you're not smart. In the words of Precious Mom, you're a dummy. You know, like... So, okay, no. There's a part of me that feels like if I'm going to believe what they're showing, Ashley's dumb and she didn't make any smart decisions. She sat there and let Michael just manipulate her. She sat there and just believed what he said and just went along with it, even knowing how he is as a person, right? But then there's a part of me that really feels like Ashley is not dumb, and this whole thing is being played out just for the camera. Like, I feel like in my heart of hearts that all this is just a storyline. I don't really even think that her and Michael are really getting divorced. I feel like they're doing all this as a ploy just for the show. Like, that's if I was to give her the benefit of the doubt and then me to really think that she's not that dumb, because you can't be that stupid, Ashley. You can't. What did you get your prenup revised for? Like, you had your uncle talking to you, like, and the sad thing is, Ashley's in my age group, and I know people who are just like her, so it's like, I understand it. So I'm really hoping you really are not that ignorant, and you really just let this man finesse you out of money. Like, you got with him because of money. You didn't do nothing significant while you were with him. Like, you wanted to do what? Open a restaurant. And you really couldn't run it the way you wanted to run it. Like, it really seemed as if, like, Michael got with you. You got him when, all right, y'all had y'all's reasons for whatever reason why y'all got with each other. But you weren't smart enough to work his pocket to make sure that once this thing was going to be over, that you were going to be okay. I guess the only thing that you thought was, oh, if I pop out babies, I'm going to be cool for the rest of life. You got played. Michael done had a whole family before you even born. Like, he has what, I think 2 kids already from his previous marriage. He's not stupid. He's not dumb. And then you got this man, I mean, your uncle, looking out for you. And you don't even listen to him. You went on camera and had a lawyer tell you what to do, and you still didn't listen. What wrong with her? What wrong with her? Please, someone let me know, because it's crazy. And I'm glad that Candiace clapped back with the whole generational wealth comment, to which Ashley's response was stupid. Honey, if you couldn't even secure that by 30, what makes you think your children are? And you don't even know how they're even going to turn out. Like, you really wanted to come on Candiace for having her parents pay for her, but you wish that was your situation. Wasn't Michael paying your mom's bills and your mom was living with her boyfriend? What? You wish you had a situation like Candiace. You wish. Then let's go over, because they done embarrassed you, child. They done embarrassed you, they done dragged you through the mud. And you did it with a smile on your face. You didn't crack like Mia did. Now, Mia, I felt bad for her, because I hope she realized in that moment that none of those girls were her friends. Like, none of them. Like, Robin even laughed in your face. Like, none of those women are your friends. Giselle is not. Robin is not. Watching Ashley, she is not either. And Karen, I think right now y'all's relationship is like on the fence. So it's just like, Mia, you need to understand that these girls do not care for you, not care about you, and they are willing to expose you. But furthermore, you're willing to expose yourself, which gives them the ammunition to do whatever they do. It's like you're saying things that don't make sense. And she was flustered. She was jumbling her words. You could tell that Mia does not really know what she's talking about at all. She's trying to save face, and she's trying to look like, emphasis on look like, a boss. And it just was not working, because she made the comment, if you're not in business, then you don't know what it means, or you don't know what's going on. What? Okay, yeah, because these girls don't know what's going on with business. Even Andy was calling you out. It was unfortunate and sad to watch, you know. I felt for her in that moment, only because I'm an empath, and I was like, damn, they really giving it to her. She was to break down, because they weren't just stepping on her neck. They were like, they were suffocating her. They were blocking her from breathing. Like, I felt bad for Mia, but not really, because that's what you get. You play fool's game. You look like a fool. Whatever. That's what you get. You reap what you sow. What else is interesting in this reunion? Let's talk. I guess we can talk about Chris. You know, Chris apologized at the end of the season. And Giselle, you know, showed everybody, let everybody know. And she wanted to use that apology and be like, look, he apologized. He did do something wrong. And it's like, no, Giselle, you're not dumb either. You know exactly what he was doing. Just like you know exactly what you were doing. You know, Giselle, her antics are getting old. You know, she reminds me of like a Kenya, and they're kind of friends, I think. So it makes sense. Like, your antics are old. You can't be on a reality show and not share nothing about your life. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work. Because now you're entering into slanderous territory. It's like about time we just put you on Basketball Wives and you can go over there and fool a lot with them. But it's just sad that you're willing to throw this man's name through the mud just for the sake of staying on television and having a storyline. Like, you're willing to ruin his reputation for the sake of having a seat on the show. This is very reminiscent of the season 9 scandal with Portia, Candy, and Phaedra. You know, the very same thing. And it's unfortunate that this is the route that you're choosing to take. And it's like, you know, I'm not even going to say that I agree with, I'm not even going to say that I agree with what Phaedra did, but clearly she was on this for revenge. You were just doing this because you were bored and you had nothing else to do and you wanted a storyline for the show. Like, besides your dwindling uterus, you didn't have nothing else to talk about. You didn't even really film with your daughters that much, and I feel like, this is my perception, they realize that they get bigged up for dragging their mom. So I feel like they're not trying to do that no more because we didn't really see them go hard on their mom like they could have, you know? So you don't really have much story to tell. It's given, why are you here? It's given like that with you and Robin. Like, if the Real Housewives are supposed to be about a group of women that are friends, there's nothing that like you nor Robin do that's considered friendly to the group. All y'all do is expose one another. Like that is what this show has become about, exposing each other. This is not a friend group. They might as well call this the Real Frenemies of Potomac. That actually sounds like a better name, the Real Frenemies of Potomac. Because then you wouldn't expect them to be friends. But then you also wouldn't expect them to be around each other either. So it's like, moving forward, we need to find people who are in Robin and Giselle's friend group, or just find more people who get along with the younger women on the show and just create something out of that. Because if you think about it, Giselle's not providing much. Robin only provided a lot because of her situation and deflecting. And Karen didn't provide much either. It's like, I feel like the older girls, I'll say this, Giselle and Robin, know that they're not bringing nothing. And the OG crew isn't bringing anything either. Like, I'm glad we had some type of like conflict that did not involve the OGs. I'm talking about Mia versus Wendy. Like, that was an issue between two cast members that had nothing to do with the OGs, and it kind of brought like a new generation to the show. Like, okay, these two girls had a really big beef. Since Monique and Candiace, we haven't had a really big thing that has happened since. And once again, it was not involving any of the OGs. So it's like, to be honest, the OGs aren't really bringing much anything, you know. And then it's like Giselle and Robin brought around Charisse to try to rattle Karen, and it just did not work. Like, this OG drama is like done. Nobody wants to see it anymore. So it's like, we need to move past that and focus on what we do have, girls. Because, and I'm gonna include Ashley and the newer girls too, because even though Ashley's the OG, she is like young as hell and she fits in better with them. Like, we need to see these girls have fun. Like, I want to see the younger girls have fun. I want to see the younger girls create organic relationships and drama. I don't want the drama to come from, someone trying to play pawn and trying to put people against each other just because. That's whack. It's whack. But getting back to the reunion, overall, it was good. I enjoyed Candiace and Wendy. Those probably are my favorites of the series. Ashley, she's watchable, but it's embarrassing. And she's kind of low-key putting herself on the same level as Giselle and Robin. And almost Karen, too. Like, the OGs just don't bring it no more. They're not interesting. And you know, and I said this on another video. If Karen is going to be on this show, they need to get somebody in Karen's age range to be on the show. Because what's going to happen is they're going to keep casting younger women, and they're not going to be able to relate to Karen. Karen is only going to be able to play this mother-like role. And I'm pretty sure she is not going to want to be around a bunch of young 30-somethings trying to fit in with them. Like, it's just not going to happen. Same thing with Giselle. Giselle is not going to want to do that either. And she's showing that she doesn't want to do that. So it's like, what space can we have for them if they don't have people around their age who they can like naturally form relationships with and vibe with? So that's just something to consider. All right, I'm signing off, you guys. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.